I don't want to be strong like man who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
Welcome to another episode of Bitch vs. Bear with your hosts, me, Amber, my bestie, Sydney.
Woohoo!
We are co-owners of Shield Maiden Training Co., and this is a show where we bitch, laugh, and chat about all things. Just all things.
Period. All things.
But all things related to women and the LGBTQIA plus community.
With a focus on fitness and wellness.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Broad. It's a broad focus.
It's a loose connection.
Loose.
All right. If there is one universal truth, it's that sleep is amazing. Yes.
I agree.
I love sleep. Yes. But some of us are being robbed of it. And spoiler, some of us is me. No.
Spoiler, it's Amber. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
No, it's not just because we're binge watching Netflix, which, to be fair, it is sometimes that. But today's episode is about something most of us are bad at prioritizing, and that is sleep, even though we love it. But not just any sleep. We're talking about sleep equity. Apparently that is a thing. And apparently it does matter.
It does. Okay. So we're going to talk about those things. But really what we're talking about is how sleep disparities disproportionately affect women and LGBTQ plus individuals.
Shocker.
And
what doesn't?
why this issue isn't just about like bedtime routines, but societal systems that need a serious wake-up call. So,
Ooh.
Yeah, I tied sleep into...
Is bitch versus bear getting political?
I mean, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I get to do some feminist ranting?
You always, like, at this point.
I mean, that's just...
You can find it that all things, like, you can find a way to circle it in.
It was patriarchy all along. Oh, shit. Who is one of the podcasts I listen to? That's like one of their
really?
Their things, and I can't remember which one it is. It's always been patriarchy. It all circles back. I'm excited. Okay, let's start with the basics. Sleep equity means everyone gets the rest they need to function at their best, right?
More or less.
Your script says exactly.
Well, but like most things, the reality doesn't match the ideal.
So it's like a Tinder profile.
Exactly.
Great. Okay.
So research shows women are more likely to experience sleep disturbances due to caregiving responsibilities, hormonal changes, think, hot flashes and night sweats.
Fun times.
You guessed it, stress.
Again, shocker.
And for the LGBTQ folks, the numbers are even starker.
Shocked.
Studies have shown that LGBTQ individuals are at higher risk for insomnia and other sleep disorders thanks to higher rates of discrimination, anxiety, and depression.
Could have knocked me over with a feather on that one.
Yeah.
Oops. Wrong way. Wrong way. Where'd we go?
Right there.
Which makes sense.
It does.
When you're fighting societal expectations or systemic oppression, resting easy isn't exactly on the menu. Your brain just doom scrolls. Mine doesn't. It's like society says, here is a mountain of stress. Good luck sleeping on top of that.
Yeah.
It's like the princess and the pea, if the pea was like a giant boulder.
Exactly.
And there was
Yeah.
no mattresses.
Yeah, it's just like, hey. It's just like falling down around the sides of the boulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna pivot only slightly.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about women and sleep for a second.
Okay, great.
Did you know that women are twice as likely as men to suffer from insomnia?
No. Because I don't do the kinds of reading that you read. But it makes sense. I believe that. Add to that, the joys of caregiving, which, like, no thank you. According to the National Sleep Foundation, women are 50% more likely to wake up in the middle of the night to take care of others. Gross. No thank you. Yeah. Others like kids, aging parents, partners with the man flu. Fuck them. Dogs.
Yeah.
I would assume they're probably the ones getting up to take the dog out. Whatever. You name it, they've probably had to deal with it.
And let's not forget our favorite, hormonal changes. And hormonal changes, remember, come in multiple forms for women. So it's not just menopause, but there's also that fun thing called pregnancy, which
Ew.
is a huge hormonal change. And even just our simple menstrual cycles are hormonal changes,
Yeah.
all of which mess with sleep.
So basically, women are running on fumes while the world is telling us to lean in harder, to do more, to contribute
Right.
in all the ways.
And here's the kicker.
Great.
Sleep deprivation doesn't just make you cranky, it increases your risk for chronic conditions like heart disease and diabetes and even Alzheimer's.
Fucking course it does.
So the superwoman narrative isn't just exhausting, it's actually dangerous.
Of course it is.
Okay. We're going to shift gears just a little bit.
Again, are we pivoting again?
Slight pivot. For LGBTQ folks, sleep issues often come from external and internal stressors. Minority stress, anyone?
Minority stress theory explains how constant exposure to discrimination, harassment, or just the fear of rejection can lead to chronic stress. These poor little babies. And stress is one of sleep's biggest enemies. Can confirm. Add to that higher rates of anxiety and depression in LGBTQ populations, and you have a perfect storm for insomnia and disrupted sleep cycles.
Try saying that
No, thank you.
8 times fast.
I will not. I will cut it out and pretend it never happened. And let's not ignore the healthcare angle, because we love that. It's so great. LGBTQ individuals often face barriers to accessing culturally competent healthcare. So even if they're struggling with sleep, they might not feel comfortable or even safe seeking help for it.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Sleep studies and CPAP machines aren't exactly advertised in queer-friendly spaces, are they? Like, have you ever gone in somewhere and seen like, hey, are you stressed because you're gay? Come check out our sleep study.
Are they advertised anywhere?
There's, yeah, actually, quite a lot.
Okay.
Maybe you should take one.
I probably should. I don't sleep that well. All right. So, Sydney, what's the solution here? How do we start closing the sleep equity gap?
Well, I think first and foremost, it starts with awareness. A lot of people don't even realize sleep inequity is a thing.
I mean, fair.
So just having conversations like this one is actually a really big deal.
Okay.
And then step 2 would be doing structural changes.
As always.
We need better workplace policies like flexible schedules and parental leave that actually allow people to rest.
Go back and listen to last week's episode.
Exactly. And for LGBTQ folks, mental health support is crucial.
Yes.
That means funding for LGBTQ specific mental health services and more inclusive healthcare policies. And then
Love
step
that.
3 is personal advocacy.
So hard.
If you are struggling with sleep, talk to a doctor. Advocate for yourself. And if that doctor doesn't take you seriously, go find another one.
Yes.
Because sleep is the crux of all things health and wellness.
It is so vitally important, and so many of us don't get enough of it.
Yep.
Like, we did a whole episode on like how
We did.
women aren't getting enough sleep because they didn't do sleep studies on women.
And women need 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes 10.
Yeah. We need more sleep.
Yeah.
But we're being asked to do more and more and more
And
without any support.
we need more sleep, and we are more likely to get up in the middle of the night, right? So
Yeah.
if you're up for 2-3 hours in the middle of the night, you didn't actually get a full
Yeah. You might
7,
be
8
in
hours.
bed from 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, but
You're not sleeping that entire time.
no. Yeah. No, you're not. I sure as fuck don't.
And you're not even really, I mean, other than the dog, it's not like you have some of the
I'm
other
not getting up in the night for
yeah,
other things.
caregiving things necessarily.
Yeah. She climbs under the covers by herself some nights. Some nights I wake up with her staring at me, waiting for me to pull down the covers so that she can get in. But some nights I wake up and she's just there.
Magic.
I don't know how. Those are the nights I had too much wine before bed and don't wake up. No.
Okay, so what have we learned today?
We have learned that apparently sleep equity is a thing.
Step 1, awareness.
Awareness. Here we are in real time going through the steps. No, sleep isn't just about hitting the pillow. It's political, it's personal, it's deeply tied to how society treats different groups and treats groups differently. And while we might not fix sleep equity overnight, feels like a pun.
It was. Thank you for noticing.
Talking about sleep equity is a really good first step, right? Plus, now you have an excuse to prioritize your rest. You're not being lazy. You're fighting the patriarchy and systemic inequality. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Always, always fight the patriarchy. In everything you do, fight the patriarchy.
Fight the patriarchy.
Because it was the patriarchy all along.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
As a reminder, we are on a new and improved schedule for the time being. So, if you're like, why didn't this episode come out immediately following last week's episode?
Also a very short episode.
Wow, we
flew through that. Holy cow.
Well,
yikes.
I don't have anything else to say.
I'm sure I could find something to talk about, but I don't know that it would pertain to rest and sleep.
This one is short because Amber needs to go take a nap because she's been moving. So if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform.
There we go.
Amber has to go take a nap now. So everyone say nighty-night to Amber.
I don't think it's just me. You messed up that last one pretty well.
All right.
I mean, I'll cut it out, but...
That's a wrap. Whether you're lifting weights or lifting each other up, let's keep breaking barriers, building strength, and embracing our rainbow of resilience. Until next time, stay fierce and stay fabulous.
And go sleep.
And go sleep.